Good morning.
Morning.
Thank you. I'm called Peninah, and I study at Kepler, and I have a research that we are doing, most especially on the government, its government, and then I would like you to help me with this research. Your information will be confidential. No one else will know about what you've told me, and yeah, I don't know if you can allow me to use a few minutes in this research.
It's okay, fine, yes.
Okay, thank you. Do you know the three branches of US government?
Um, I don't know the three of them, but I know one of them, which is judicial.
Yes,
Government.
judicial.
Yes, that's what I know.
Thank you, it's fine. Do you know the duties performed by those US branches of government?
I think for that one I know, the judicial branch, it executes the laws or helps in planning or making the laws.
Ah, okay. So, you know that there are two major political parties in US. First one is the Republican, and then the Democrats. Can you name the third party?
I don't even know if there is a third, but I think
Okay,
they
you
have
don't
to.
even know if there is another party.
Yes.
So, okay, do you know the process by which a bill becomes a law?
I don't know.
Okay. Thank you very much, and I appreciate for your help. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you too.
Okay, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, I'm Peninah. I study at Peninah, and I'm having a research, especially on US government. So the branches of government and what. So I was in need of your help, so that you can give me a few minutes, and then we talk about that. Your information will be confidential. No one else will understand what you've told me, and your names are not going to be distributed. So I don't know if you can help me with that. Please.
It's fine.
Okay, thank you. So do you know the three branches of US government?
The
Executive branch? Yes.
and then the administrative.
Wow. So do you know each role performed by each branch?
Yeah.
You don't know? Okay, thank you. So you know that there are two major political parties, Democrats and Republicans. So can you name the third party?
I don't know that.
Okay, it's fine, you don't know. Do you know the process by which a bill becomes a law?
I heard that when the president signs the bill, it is not signed.
After the president signs the bill. Okay, thank you very much, and I appreciate your time. Okay. Thank you a lot. I'm going also to talk about the research I have made with different people, with the two different people on the street. So I'm going to start by the question was asking the three branches of government. So my interviews, one said that there are three branches of government, which are legislative branch, judiciary, and then executive. So the second person said judiciary. Yes, but I'm going to collect them. The three branches of government are legislative, judiciary, and executive. So I also continue to ask them the three different roles or the roles that are performed by each. The one of judiciary said it executes the laws. And then the person who said that they are the three branches of government are legislative, executive, and judiciary said that nothing she knows about that on the importances. So according to the United States Government Publishing Office, the three branches of government are the legislative branch, which is in charge of making laws. Judicial branch is in charge of deciding the meaning of laws, how to make them work in real situations, and knowing if the law has break the rules of the Constitution. And then executive branch is in charge of making sure that the laws of the United States are obeyed. The second question was asking, yes, on the laws of each branch, and that I have, as I have said, the executive branch is in charge of making sure that the laws of the United States are obeyed. The judiciary is in charge of deciding the meaning of laws and how to make them in real situations, and then the legislative branch is in charge of making laws. So, as as I have said, one knows that judiciary is just in charge of executing the laws, and then another one was just not aware of the roles performed by each branch. So there is a question asking how are the branches connected. So according to USA Kids, the branches are connected because they work together to make the implementations. For example, the president from the executive branch can refuse the laws passed by the Congress, and then Congress from the legislature authorizes or discards the president's appointment and can eliminate the president from the office in exceptional circumstances. And the justice of the Supreme Court from judicial can reverse the illegal laws which are appointed by the president, confirmed by the Senate. This shows that they are all working together and they are somehow connected in their roles. So how do they regulate each other, or the checks and balances? According to the reference.com, the three branches regulate each other in a way that there is a checking and balance each other's activities out. So it means that the legislative branch is responsible for making laws, and then the executive branch comes in with the responsibility for carrying out the laws, and the judicial branch also comes in with the responsibility of assessing the laws. It means that from the process of making the law up to the process of implementing it, there is a connection between, there is regulation or checking and balancing the works. Therefore, each branch regulates each other in a way that they want to implement them. So there is also a question that was asking them that Democrats and Republicans are the major parties. Can you name the third party? So one person said they don't even know if there is a third party, and another one said that there is also, she doesn't know about that question. So, but as the research shows, according to the Spark Notes, the third party is called the minor parties, which resembles all parties except the Republicans and the Democrats. So then there is a question saying, how did the two-party system started in America? According to Boundaries, the two-party system refers to the system in which there are two political parties leading the electoral success over any other party. The two-party started during the election of 1796, which it was the first election in American history where political candidates in the local, state, and national level began to run for office as members of organized political parties. So the two parties agreed on the names that reveal their most treasured values. The Federalists of the 1796 committed themselves to be successful campaign in favor of the Constitution and were sole supporters of the federal administration. The opposition party named themselves Democratic Republicans, which proposed that they were more fully committed to spreading the revolution to ordinary people, as Boundless shows. The Democratic Party and the Republican Party are the major parties that dominate a two-party system. So these parties have been able to win U.S. presidential elections since 1829 and have been able to control U.S. Congress, as U.S. history shows. So they also question what impact do third party or minor parties have on politics or the national politics. According to Boundaries, these parties run the elections other than major two parties. These parties in US are the Green Party, the Libertarian Party, and Constitution Party. So third parties usually organize and mobilize around a single issue or position, putting pressure on candidates from major political parties to address these issues. For example, the segregation American Independent Party candidate George Wallace gained 13.5% of the popular vote in the 1968 election. In response, the Republican Party adopted a thousand strategy to win the support of conservative Democrats in the South who opposed the new civil rights movement. They can influence also the election by taking votes away from a major party candidate. So this was at the issue during 2000 election when Green Party presidential candidate Ralph Nader took votes away from Democrat Al Gore, a situation that some felt contributed to the victory of Republican George W. Bush. So this shows how they influence the national politics. And then there is a question that was asking, how does a bill become a law? So one said that a bill becomes a law after the president signs on it. And another person said she even doesn't know if there is a bill or how a bill becomes a law. So I'm going to collect them by saying that according to the in order for a bill to become a law, there are some steps. First one is that the bill is wrote or the bill is drafted. So by the members of Congress, the executive branch, and even outside groups can write that bill. After the bill is drafted, it is also going to be introduced in the House, and then representative introduces the bill in the House, and then after the bill is introduced, it is going to be sent to the committee, because the Speaker of the House sends the bill to the committee. And then after the bill is sent to the committee, there is a committee is going to go ahead and amend the bill, or the vote for the bill, if it passes, or if to see if it is going to pass or not. And then after that, it decides the rules for debate, or knowing how the bill is going to be debated about, and they are going to come up for a debate. And then after that, House debates the bill and may add the amendments if necessary. So after that, the debate, it is introduced to the Senate. So a senator introduces a bill which is sent to a committee again. And then there is a committee action whereby some procedures in the House are going to be considered in order to see the majority votes. And then after that, the majority leader decides when the whole Senate will consider the bill, because some people may refuse and others may accept. So after the bill called up, the bill is going to be debated and amended about it in order to know the majority of the votes. So if the House rejects of any changes, the bill goes to the conference committee of members from both issues, and then the houses, and then they are going to have the compromise about the bill. So then both houses, the Senate and then the committee, are going to approve those changes from the top step, and then they are going to make some changes by conference, and then they approve the bill, and then goes to the president. So then the president may sign or approve the bill, or reject the bill. So the last step is that so if the president votes the bill, it still becomes a law if 2/3 of both houses vote to override the veto. But there is also an option that the president may refuse to vote for the bill. So according to NIAS, sponsors introduce the bill to the committee. They are the ones who introduces the bill, and then the committee hears and making amendments to the bill, if seeing that there is any changes are needed or not. And then debate and voting require the discussion on the bill by the Senate, and then approves it for the voting. So that's the short description of what we've been talking about and what I have made about the research on the street. So thank you very much, and I think it will be